Are we about to witness a stock market supercycle? The S&P 500 and Nasdaq just hit all-time highs again. But what does that mean for you? And how can you ride this wave all the way to the bank? My name is Pablo Espinal, and today I'll break down what's really going on, plus give you 12 elite strategies that the pros use to grow their portfolio during record-setting markets. If you like this type of content, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Let's do this. On Monday, the S&P 500 rose 0.1% to a record close, while the Nasdaq jumped 0.4%, both powered by a monster's earnings season. Here's what's wild: over 85% of S&P 500 companies have beaten earnings expectations, at least according to website FactSet. Big Tech led the charge, meaning Alphabet, Google's parent company. Verizon even raised its profit forecast. And while there's tension about tariffs, President Trump just hit pause on many of the proposed ones, signaling optimism for trade talks heading into August. Morgan Stanley's Mike Wilson says the S&P could skyrocket to 7,200 by mid-2026. That's a massive opportunity if you know how to position yourself. That's what this video is about, so now let's dive into the 12 advanced level strategies to grow your portfolio. Alright, so first let's talk about riding earnings momentum. Focus on companies crushing earnings and raising guidance. These companies tend to outperform for months. Next, we have buying index ETFs on pullbacks. Use ETFs like SPY and QQQ to capture the broad rally, but wait for the dips. Next, we have using earnings screeners. Filter for companies with surprise beats over 10% using platforms like FactSet or Zacks. You also want to make sure you're following the smart money, meaning track hedge fund activity with 13F filings or tools like Well Wisdom. Next, you want to make sure that you're buying long-term leap options. Make sure to bet on stocks like Alphabet or Microsoft with call options that expire in 2026. You also want to make sure to position yourself for S&P 7,200. You do this by slowly building into long-term index funds to catch that plus 35% upside. Next, we have targeting growth sectors. You need to invest in AI, cloud, 5G, and cybersecurity via ETFs like BOTZ or BOTS or CIBR. Next, we have using Event-Based DCA. Don't invest randomly. Add during earnings beats or short-term market drops. Something you also need to do is hedge tariff risks with options. You need to buy puts on export-heavy stocks if August trades talk sour. Next, you need to watch forward guidance. This means the market moves not on earnings but on future projections. Never forget to backtest your moves. Validate momentum trades using tools like TrendSpider or Quant Connect. And last but not least, you definitely want to make sure you're choosing multinational stocks. Companies like Apple and Google can absorb global shocks better than small players. Listen, here's the truth. You don't need to time the market perfectly, but you do need to understand the momentum and position smartly. The market is telling a story right now, and the winners will be those who act before the wave passes. With that said, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more market moving tips, and don't forget to drop a comment below. Specifically, what strategy will you try this week? Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.